Retell AI just came out with a brand new update that allows you to create a full-on messaging agent directly through their platform. You won't have to use voice flow anymore to be able to create these messaging agents. You'll be able to do all of this through Retell AI. And the reason why this is so important is because this reduces the amount of automations you have to use and platforms that you have to get good at building with. If you get good with Retell AI, you're now able to create a voice AI agent and a AI messaging agent, which is really, really powerful. That's the reason why I could really recommend getting really good at building AI agents with Retell AI, because you won't have to build anything out in a different platform and you won't have to hire someone to build out those connections for you. Everything's just going to be in one platform. So that's the reason why this is so powerful. Now let's get into the reason why messaging agents are probably the most important AI agents on the market right now. The reason why messaging agents are the most important AI agents out there is because they don't only connect to one type of platform. They also connect to email, social media, and apps like WhatsApp and Telegram, and many different types of messaging services out there. This is the reason why it's super powerful, because it's able to connect to so many different types of platforms. Doing this with voice is very difficult, but doing this with messaging is actually really simple to do. So that's the reason why this is super powerful, because you're able to automate all the platforms your business does business on directly with Retell AI. Now, before we get into everything, there is one problem with this messaging agent currently with Retell. They force you right now to do A2P verification directly through their platform, and you're not able to import A2P verified numbers through Telenix, Twilio, or your own SIP provider. They force you to do it through their platform, which is kind of understandable, but it is annoying. So that is the only drawback. So yeah, lastly, before we get into everything, I want to introduce myself. My name's Emanuel Termure. I am the founder of Sympana LLC. We help businesses implement AI solutions directly into their companies, from AI messaging agents, which I'm teaching you today to build, to AI voice agents, to many different types of AI agents that can do a task 10 times faster and 10 times cheaper. So let's just get into everything and I'll show you how to create this AI messaging agent. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is log into your Retell account. Once you're logged into your Retell account, come over here and click Create an Agent. Then create a chat agent over here. Then once you click on that, what you're going to be able to do now is you're going to be able to create a conversational flow agent, multi-prompt agent, or a single prompt agent. I usually go with a single prompt agent because you're able to get stuff to development 10 times quicker. I do a lot of integrations with conversation flow agents because sometimes you're really not able to get the AI to listen to you. So you have to go with the conversation flow. Most of the time, the AI LLMs like ChatGPT listen to you and communicate with these leads according to your rules. And most of the time, the AI agents do listen to your rules and communicate with your leads accordingly. So that's why I go with a single prompt. But if your prompt gets really long, I would recommend going with either a multi-prompt agent or a conversation flow agent. From here, what we're going to do is create the agent. And then basically right now we have our messaging agent ready to get developed. So then the next thing that we're going to do is choose the language. So we are going to choose multilingual because this is a messaging agent. Anyone that comes and starts speaking Spanish with the agent will be able to speak back in Spanish with them. So the leads will be able to get the best customer service possible. The next thing that we're going to do right now is we're going to choose our LLM. So we're going to choose GPT 4.1. Another really good model is Claude 3.7 and then Gemini Flash. But I just got really good at prompt engineering with the GPT models. So we're just going to stick with that. So we're going to stick with GPT 4.1. Then we can come over here to settings and just see the temperatures that everything's set up. So we're just going to leave everything exactly like this. And then we're also able to click use high priority. So whenever we message, we're making sure that the lead gets the response as quickly as possible. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to go to ChatGPT. So once you're in ChatGPT, what you're going to want to put in your prompt over here is the instructions. So for my use case, create me a AI agent for Amazon that is a customer service agent. And then once we have that typed out, we can paste this. The cool thing about ChatGPT is you're able to create your own AI agent directly on ChatGPT that responds exactly how you want it responding. It's called a custom GPT. And I created this custom GPT that writes scripts exactly in the correct format that makes my AI agents work. And this has been compiled from over a year and a half of me writing scripts manually. And now ChatGPT is able to do this all on autopilot without me having to input anything. ChatGPT just outputs everything exactly how I want it, the conversational flow, response tips, objection handling, all of that. It does exactly how I want it. So then we're just able to copy this, and then we're able to come back to Retell AI, and then paste this over here. Then we're able to click Save. And because this is going to be an inbound AI agent, the user will respond first to the AI, and then the AI will respond to their question. If you want this being an outbound agent, so if you want this being a DMing agent or anything like that, you're able to choose the dynamic predefined message that you want it saying before it sends any other message. Next, over here, you're able to connect this directly to a cal.com calendar and a bunch of other custom functions that you're able to create by yourself. In chat settings, you're able to put how long you want the AI to wait before it closes the chat. We're just going to put the longest 72 hours because this is going to be a SMS agent and sometimes people are busy and don't reply immediately. And then knowledge base, we're able to connect our knowledge base over here, but we don't have a knowledge base written for Amazon, so we're not going to connect one. As I've shown in my last videos, it's super, super easy to create your own knowledge base. And then post chat analysis over here, you're able to add basically everything that happened in the chat from the summary to what they wanted, what products they're using. All of that is able to be added over here. Their age, you're able to basically parse everything exactly how you want it to be shown in your notes of the chat in your CRM, like Go High Level, HubSpot, or Salesforce, or really any CRM that you're using. And then scrolling down over here, you're able to select security and fallbacks. You're able to opt out of sensitive data storage. You're also able to opt in for secure URLs. And then you're also able to add dynamic variables over here for fallback URLs if your webhook doesn't work. And then over here, you're able to set up your default values if your dynamic variables do not get transferred. So yeah, that's how easy it is to create an AI messaging agent over here. Now, if you want to connect it to SMS, what you're going to have to do is come back out over here. But before we do that, we're going to label this AI messaging agent. And then we're going to come back over here, and then we're going to come to phone numbers. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and then we can basically choose our retail number. This is our retail number that we bought directly through the retail platform. And we can click on SMS over here, and then we will have to give Retell AI all of our business information for them to apply for A2P for us. Now, currently, this is the only drawback with the SMS agent. They force you to do A2P through the platform. You're not able to have A2P done directly through Twilio or through Telenex. For example, this number is from Twilio. You're not able to connect that SMS agent we just created. If we come back to agents, it's named AI messaging agent. But if we come to phone numbers and then to our Twilio number, we're not able to select that because they haven't given us the functionality yet. So if you really want to connect this to a number, you're going to have to apply for A2P directly through Retell AI. So yeah, that's basically it. If you're wanting to connect this to Instagram, Facebook, your email, or any messaging service that you have, you'll have to come over here to webhook settings so that you're able to receive all the chats. You'll have to get your API key to be able to send those messages back to the Retell platform. This is a really cool functionality that Retell came out with. It's a huge update that makes life so much easier for everyone. Being able to create your own voice AI agent without having to connect multiple different types of third parties is always an amazing feature to have. So yeah, that's basically how you're able to create this messaging agent and how you're able to connect it to all of these other platforms. I'll create another video showing how you'll be able to connect this to your Instagram account, to your Facebook account, to WhatsApp, to Telegram, and all of that. but I just wanted to show you in this video how you're able to use this and how you're able to start getting really good at prompt engineering these AI messaging agents. Now, if you want to implement AI into your business, feel free to book a call at sympana.com, and I can help you implement systems like AI messaging agents and AI voice directly into your business. And if you want to be caught up on the most recent AI news, feel free to join my Telegram or my newsletter. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section, and I'll try replying as quickly as possible to those.